What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In this video we are working on the 72 bug back here. We had a whole intro video. I had a bunch of videos, but something was going on with my camera yesterday, so for some reason it stopped recording a bunch of the videos and corrupted the files. I don't know what was going on with it. If the SD card was bad or something, I don't know. Either way, I got a handful of the videos, so either way, we work on the front suspension, the torsion tubes on the front of the bug. We get the shortened, narrowed, lowered one cleaned up and ready to put on the car so we can lower the front end of it. Get the old one disassembled, go through the gearbox, get it apart, put some new grease in the gearbox, the steering gearbox. Just some basically working on the front suspension on it. But either way, make sure you like, subscribe, share with your friends. Let's get to the action. Yeah, we got the front suspension beam apart. Got the tension rods out down there. They actually look pretty good. There's hardly any rust on them at all. Like I said, this thing's been setting for a while. This thing was, the adjuster was so frozen solid that I had to use a torch, just a MAP gas torch, and a hammer to finally get it free. And this one was, you can still feel the grease in it. It's got tension from grease and it actually slid around. But this one is, it's free now. Needs some grease pumped into it. But we're going to take it all outside now and power wash it off and get it ready to throw some paint on. So let's get it outside and get the power washer going. Alright, while the paint's drying on the other beam outside, we are going to get this one all disassembled. We've got to get our drums off of it, or I guess they would be a control arm. But if you look right here, you can really see how bad this beam is rotted out. It's barely got anything holding it on. It pretty much wasn't safe to use anymore. So that's why we parked it. So I'm going to get shocks undone from the bottom because we won't be reusing them. Get the drums off, get steering box off of it, and then I can get those outside and get them power washed and cleaned up, so then I can take them apart and start going through them and cleaning them up and whatever's. The brakes are good in it, they just need cleaned and adjusted. So I'm going to work on getting steering box off of it and stuff like that, and then we'll move on. now that we've got the whole front suspension apart, I've got to get my steering stops off of there, and I think that is a steering stabilizer mount I've got to get off there. But now, I'll take this dirty gearbox, steering gearbox outside, wash it, and then I'm going to pop the cap off of it, change the grease in it. I got to get the grease cleaned off the end of the spindle, torsion tube things, whatever they're called. And then I'm going to power wash them, clean them up, get them painted, and then we can start going back together with it. So let's get this thing outside and get it washed off. Alright, we got the steering gearbox washed off. I blew the little plastic rotted old fill caps out and didn't think about trying to take them out, but you can see the nasty ooziness coming out of it. So we're going to blow some brake clean through here and see if we can blow the grease out of it before we take the cap off. Let's see if we can get some of this blown out of there. Yummy. Let's get this cap popped off of here. Yummy. You can see this thing is caked with some funk. So I'm going to get this all cleaned out and let it drain overnight, and then we will come in tomorrow, clean it all up, and get it back together with some new grease. So let's get this thing cleaned out. All right, everybody, we got our front beam all cleaned up and painted. Made an absolute mess over here of the old front torsion tubes. Got them all disassembled. Now I've got to clean up all my mess tonight. Get ready to clean and paint both of the drums and whatnot in the next day or so. I did get the steering gearbox cleaned out and packed with some new grease. I've got to buy a new seal or silicone it, one or the other. But that I need to clean up still, the cap that goes on it. But that's where we're going to leave off for today. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share with your friends. I'll see you in the next video.